Opportunities are everywhere. They're just like buses. There's always another one coming. This famous statement is from Richard Branson. Richard Branson is a serial entrepreneur. He founded record companies, he sold records, he also founded an airline. So it's fair to say that his businesses have a very wide range and a high variety. So what can you learn from Richard? Well, first of all, there's no scarcity of ideas. They're everywhere. You just need to have a way to find them. And exactly how to figure out what a good idea is, that's crucial. The first thing that we suggest you do is that you get inspired from others. We have compiled a set of interviews with TUM founders that you can take a look at. Take a look at their entrepreneurial journeys, take a look at how they found their opportunity to start their journey.
Everyone should try things out, and you should brainstorm ideas, you should start something, you see how it goes out, and you can do mistakes, you just have to realize very fast and then change it.
Here are a few other tips on how to find a good entrepreneurial opportunity. The first thing is be open. There's no danger in talking about your ideas. The best thing that can happen to you is that you get even more inspired. You meet people, you can communicate with others. Don't be afraid of anybody stealing your idea. It's never about the idea, it's about the implementation. The second thing is just do it. Start doing something. Try to make errors, try to make failures. Fail completely and start off new. It's never too late. And the third is always do it. Try to keep a journal, try to keep an idea book. Always try to get inspired. There's a lot of things you can learn out there in the world. Try to get new perspectives. Try to keep everything that you see. And then, at some point in time, you might find the right people, start at the right time, with the right idea. And that's a good start. So, how do you know if you found a good opportunity? How do you assess one? We usually use the opportunity wheel. It's got 5 dimensions: sustainability, desirability, viability, suitability, and feasibility. Why is sustainability important? Sustainability means a long-term perspective. Sustainable business ideas are usually interesting for a long term from an economic, ecological, or social point of view. What does desirable mean? Well, desirable business ideas are those that really solve a need from a user's or customer's perspective. Usually, when you solve a user's or customer's need, you create value. And with this value created, the chances for you to find an attractive business opportunity are high. If you look at the dimension of viability, you want to know if something is attractive in the midterm. And that means the profit potential, so how much money you can earn, or the potential to reach a break-even point, so the point where you earn more than you spent. If you look at the dimension of suitability, you're looking at yourself or your team. So does your idea fit to who you are and what you want, or to whom your other team members are and what they want? Finally, if you look at the dimension of feasibility, you're looking at technology and your technical skills. So you try and answer the question, can it be done at all? And can you do it? Looking at all the 5 dimensions, you may ask, what is the most important one? How do you know if an opportunity is really attractive, if my startup will fail or not? Well, in the beginning, nobody can tell you. But we have a little bit of experience that tells us that the 2 most important dimensions are desirability and suitability. Why is that? Well, first of all, if you do not have something that someone else wants to buy, so that is not desirable, it's very difficult to create value. Creating value is the essential thing in a business creation process. And on the other hand, if an idea doesn't match your likings or your team, so if it's not suitable, it's very difficult to keep and sustain a good team. The team is the biggest source of failure for startups that we know about. So you should well choose whom you're pairing up with.
We have a very cool team. I think that's a significant part of the startup business. So you spend a lot of time with each other. It's not like a classical 9-to-5 job where you say, okay, there are people I just have to work with. So most of the time you spend 60-70 hours in the office, and that's not possible with everyone, I would say.
So let's assume you found a lot of opportunities and you can't really decide which one to start with. Well, Then use the opportunity wheel. Pick 2 dimensions from the wheel and cluster your ideas according to these 2 dimensions. You can do that fairly easily. Take a piece of paper, take a cardboard, take a flip chart, draw these 2 dimensions on a vertical axis and a horizontal axis, and put your ideas, your opportunities on Post-its. Engage alone or in your team and rate the ideas individually. How suitable are they? How desirable are they? And you will quickly find a set of ideas that are in the top right corner of this matrix, and this is usually something you will want to consider in actually approaching as a startup idea.
It was not a very structured process. It was just being open, looking for opportunities, discussing a lot of ideas, and we had a lot of stupid ideas. I mean, we discussed maybe 100 ideas, and most of them were stupid. But if you don't talk about it, you never realize when you've got a good idea.
What if you haven't found a good opportunity yet? Take a look at 4 fields. Take a look at effectuation, so what you want and what your ideas and skills are. Take a look at customer needs, so what other people want and need. Or take a look at trends, what society wants in the future. Or finally, take a look at technology. So what can you do with bits and bytes, with machines, with robots? What is efficient? What is effective?